Well, boys, we are back with another video. Making this video as my last attempt at the Scalewrought Watcher. Placeholders are the inspectors. The Watcher is the last boss I have up to deal with in the zone, and I have probably now taken 8 or 9 deaths. I've got my final plan with hopefully my final attempt. It's a bit of a long one, so bear with me. I'll walk you through the steps that I've figured out. The problem is just the execution. So the placeholders again are inspectors. There's one pathing inspector, and then there's the static. You also have this trash mob over here. You've got that roamer is a east-west roamer. The inspector is a north-south. So what we need to do to start the fight is we need to kill the inspector that roams. Then we will suspend jobber. I'd like to find the east-west roamer if possible. This one. See, that's not, I don't know, maybe that is him. And root punt him, because that one will sneak. Never mind, I'm dumping that idea. Because what I need to do is kill the placeholder, suspend jobber, and then come over here, tag this guy, turn him into a dire charm pet. My goal is to use dire charm in the hopes that I can take all my attention off a jobber, put it entirely on the Watcher. I can't out tap the Watcher's dot. Ciri has to be alive for this to work. That's been the big problem. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm getting a little out of order. Kill the roamer, suspend jobber, get the dire charm pet, buff the dire charm pet just for fun, and then set up my position, which is I'm going to want to run as far as I can this way without aggroing any roamers, and have Ciri hopefully be behind me, and then get here. Again, Ciri should be back here. Send the pet, let it engage. As soon as it engages, I've got to spam Companion's relocation it. I've got to get it pushed far this way, and so I'm looking at its back. Because what I've got to do is get out of range, at least get Ciri out of range of that dot. Once I've spammed it, I'm going to utilize a Dragon Glyph. Dragon Glyph will cut the dot damage by 30%. If Ciri can avoid the dot and then heal me, I think I can lay on the dots and take this thing down. I don't know. I've died a lot trying this, but this is the last. This is the only. This is it. If I can't do it here, I'm at, with some 120 buffs, 624. I mean, if I'm fully Guildhall buff, I'm like 638. I just don't have enough hit points, and I don't know if coming back when I have full trade skill items, which might give me another 10 or 12,000. I just don't know if that's enough. But this is it. This might be the roadblock for us to get Hunter or not get Hunter. These 500,000 hit point dots per tick are just too much. I've watched this guy annihilate group after group. The only ones that can really do it successfully appear to be with a Shadow Knight tank. They appear to be using the epic heal off their click, and then a lot of healing going on. Usually it's a healer merc and then a healer player of some sort. It does so much damage. it's insane to me that this is it's not tuned a little better. But hey, that's just the way it is. So as soon as he starts pathing this way, the inspector, I will unsuspend Jobber, hit invis when he gets a little, yeah, he's on his way. When he gets where basically we are, and he held off. I've got a really crappy selection of buffs left over on Jobber from somebody ran by and threw like a shaman buff and some low-end mage buffs. And I'd like to utilize them if I can against this trash mob. Okay. I think I can tag. No ads. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay. We should be fine here. We'll knock down the trash mob and then we'll start the boss situation. Remember, with Dire Charm, your pet has to be... the mob has to be 123 or lower. And it lasts, I believe, if I remember correctly, 6 minutes. Which is going to be cutting it close. Alright, just about have a lineup on. This will die in another minute. And then we'll get started on the Dire Charm. And then we'll see. If Siri gets dotted, the fight's over. It doesn't matter what else happens. It's just over. I've tried every which way I can, but without... If she gets dot, she cannot heal me and her at the same time. She dies, and then, I mean, I can gate out to Plane of Knowledge. It doesn't matter, though. You know, it's a death. Can't seem to remove it with Embrace Decay. You can't out-buff it with any sort of resist enhancements from shamans. I mean, it's just... I get it. The game needs to be more challenging. And this is the direction they're going. But it's frustrating to think that this is their answer to make things harder by making it just an absolute insane and no way to click around it. If I could use potions, if I could use Embrace Decay, I'd give it a real go. All right, suspend. Met up. So Dire Charm spell set, the only thing unique about it, in case you guys have joined the channel recently, because I haven't used the Dire Charm since Tov, North Tov. You use your Bones, Char Bones spell lineup to turn the mob undead. And then if it's got the debuff to turn undead, you click Dire Charm and boom, there you go. You've got a pet. You got a real tank of a pet. Can't use Invis, can't feign death. Can't heal it. You can self buff it. I've practiced this pull already. I know that if you are just right here on this lineup, you won't aggro the boss or the placeholder or anything. So this is fine. It's 123. So the only thing, we're at 100. The only thing I'd like to do is just, okay, it looks like we should be clear. I'm going to go ahead. I thought I was at 100. I wish I could see him and root pun him. Okay. Maybe it's that one. Okay. I hope that was the one I wanted. That little bit of mana is not going to matter. Alright, so boys, you send your scale pet. Swarm pet. Comes running. Okay, didn't work. Probably going to need to send another scale pet out. 2, 1. Still didn't work. Sometimes this happens. Send another one. And let's third time. Got him. Okay, buff him. Wounds is on. No invis, no feign death. Okay. Target the boss. Okay, we're going to run as far as we can over here. We're going to pet attack. Siri, get over here. She's going to die. I don't like where she's at. Okay, I'm going to... Alright, I got hit with it. There's Dragon Glyph. Siri is not hit with it. It's just me. Gonna move. Siri's just got to keep me alive. Gonna move. Gonna move again. I'm gonna move one more time because the whole point of this is having Siri's just got to stay alive. Oh well, Siri's dotted. So I'm going to gate and die. That's it, boys. I don't know how to do it. There's no way solo to remove that dot. You can't keep your merc alive, even though there's no way that that range should work. I mean, that mob is completely out of range. I'm behind walls where I can't see the mob, but it can somehow see us. I don't know. It's a real frustrating deal. And I'm pretty sure it's time to move on to the next zone. The covert is done as far as what we can do. I've taken a lot of deaths. Have no other ideas. If you guys have any question, if you have any, comment them below. But for a solo 125 Necromancer, self-buffed, if you will, up to about 625-ish hit points, guild hall buffed to about 640. Using a Dragon Glyph even, it's just not possible. Wish I could figure out a way. I might come back and try it once I've got full trade skill armor, when I've got a little more hit points. But again, really, if Siri cannot live, there's no healing and there's nothing I can do about it. So boys, I don't want to deter you from this camp, but I'm pretty sure this video will show you it's just a little bit out of reach for a solo player. So I'll see you all in the next video.